Welcome to RC21X, a brain health game and performance measurement system. RC21X consists of 15 different modules, each of which challenges your brain in selected different ways. These modules are linked to form an RC21X session, and are intended to be completed in a specific order, from start to end, without interruption. After a few practice runs, it takes about 12 minutes to complete a session. Here's an overview. The first two items focus on the memorize part of what is known as recognition memory. The visual recognition memory module challenges your ability to remember things that you see. In this memorize part, you are asked to remember 8 pictures. About 10 minutes later, in the test part, you will be shown more pictures and asked which ones were shown during the memorize part. The memorize part of auditory recognition memory is next. It is the same as visual recognition, except that you are asked to remember, and recognize later, words that you hear. Like these:
sun, home, pen.
3 modules target basic aspects of neuromotor performance. Hand speed and coordination are challenged in the finger tapping module, where you tap your keyboard space bar as fast as possible. Eye-hand coordination is maximally stressed by moving between the A and the L keys as fast and as accurately as possible, first with the right side module and then with one for your left hand. Within each neuromotor module, the challenge task is performed twice. The next 3 modules challenge working memory performance for shapes, patterns in space and numbers. In the shape working memory module, you will see 5 shapes in a certain order. You are challenged to remember and repeat that order by clicking on shapes with your mouse. You will do this 2 times. Similarly, the spatial information memory module requires you to remember and recall a pattern in space. First pattern. You repeat it. A longer pattern. You repeat it. A longer pattern. You repeat it. The next working memory module focuses on remembering a set of numbers. You will first see 5 numbers, from 1 to 9, in a certain order. You must watch carefully to remember the order they were shown. You will then see a screen with the numbers 1 to 9. Click on the numbers in the order they were shown, and then click Submit. You will do this 2 times. The working memory modules are followed by 3 modules that stress visual information processing resources. The first of these challenges your ability to initiate movement in response to a simple signal. When the gray circle turns black, you must move the cursor to the circle as quickly as you can. You will perform this 5 to 7 times. Next, in the 4-choice module, the information to process is now more complex. With 4 possible signals, you must respond as quickly as possible, and correctly. You will do this 12 to 15 times. In the base stealing game, you must move the cursor from third base to home as quickly as possible, only when a black home plate appears. Stay if a gray home plate or a baseball appears. You will do this 24 times. Whereas previously described modules address basic performance capacities, this next set involves tasks of greater complexity designed to stress multiple systems working together. In the baseball catch game, the goal is to catch as many baseballs as you can in 30 seconds. Balls enter from only one direction, and only left and right mouse control is required. The spaceship race module is next. Using arrow keys, you move through the path shown as fast as possible and in less than 1 minute, while trying to not crash. This involves planning and thinking in 2 dimensions, as well as movement speed and coordination. In the Save the Earth game, asteroids aim at the Earth from all directions. The goal is to move the Earth so that as many asteroids as possible miss the Earth in 30 seconds. This challenges planning and decision-making in complex visual information situations, and requires 2-dimensional mouse control. The last multi-system module stresses balance and body coordination. You must perform a sit, stand, and tap task as fast as you safely can, 5 times. Wrapping up a session is the test part of the visual and auditory recognition memory modules. To complete the visual recognition memory module, you must watch 16 pictures and decide if each was shown in the memorize part or not. Similarly, for the auditory recognition memory module, you must listen to 16 words,
sun,
and decide if each was presented in the memorize part or not. Our approach is designed to achieve high quality and readily accessible brain performance capacity measurements. This involves repeated RC21X sessions, starting with 1 instruction session, then a minimum of 2 practice sessions, and progressing to game sessions. This leads to a brain performance profile report showing your pattern of brain performance capacity scores, or BPC scores, across all 15 modules, and an assessment of how your latest scores compare to your normal performance range. Your all-time best scores are also included. Thank you for your interest in brain performance and RC21X. Remember, just play the game.